What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is the Nerdy.
The Wordy.
The Book Club. We're live. Back after a week off with more Dungeon. Where is that coming from?
The speaker.
Dungeon Crawler Carl. That's right. We're here for Book 2. Carl's Big Bad No Good Day.
Wait, oh god, I was like, what is happening right now? Jesus Christ.
Carl's Doomsday Scenario.
We take a week off and everything is broken.
No, there's always audio playing at the beginning of these streams. That is the most consistent mess up on my part.
Yeah, no, that's shit happens.
Kip Beagle 8260. Thank you so much for being a nerd radiant.
Appreciate it. Welcome on in.
Appreciate you. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy those audiobook reactions, as we are going to be headed into a time of audiobook reactions. With some things from The Expanse and... Actually, I don't know if we have any Percy Jackson commissions, but we do have Expanse commissions.
Right.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? We took a week off. Did everyone survive?
Yeah. I hope so.
I also hope so.
Hey, just want to say shout out to all of the Canadian athletes in Milano Cortina right now, representing the red and white, doing the good work, trying to win some medals. I know we are not crushing it so far this year, but I do think we are going to have some success in the second half. I do think the men's hockey team looks really freaking good.
Okay.
Yeah, we beat Czechia 5-0 yesterday.
Delicious. Right, yeah.
Speaking of hockey, thank you to all of the new subscribers over on the main channel for Heated Rivalry. Based on the success of that, we'll probably cover the book on Book Club at some point.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Apparently the book has all the hockey stats that I want.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, the book like tells you how many goals they scored in the season and stuff.
That's okay.
I wanted to know, okay?
I know, I understand that, but I have literally zero interest because none of those numbers mean anything to me. Like, you could be like, yeah, they scored 17 or they scored 77, and I'd be like, that's great. Both of those are awesome.
But Dungeon Crawler Carl also has a bunch of numbers that don't really mean anything, that don't inhibit your experience of the book.
Yes, but I just mean that, like, in book 1, those numbers meant nothing to me. But now I have a scale for the numbers because I've seen them so many times and they've progressed in such an extensive way. I can understand a little bit more, like, the craziness of those numbers. Whereas, like, in hockey, I'm like 50 or 500 goals, it kind of is the same in my brain because I don't actually have a metric for what is good.
100%. And you can read it for the smut, and I will read it for the smut, and also...
Great.
I want to know how many goals they scored.
Smut Club Sundays coming back.
I mean, maybe. Not right now. We got too much we got to do.
Too many things. We got to build our D&D tavern.
We need to file our taxes. Just...
Wow, the polar opposites of our priorities.
Yes. The polar opposites of our priorities.
I love that. Oh my god.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome in to Carl's Doomsday Scenario, Book 2. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's consistent.
It's great, even.
That's the book club.
Wow. Great.
It is.
See you next week.
Matt Dinniman has consistently written a series so far that is just great. It's really hard. It's really hard to complain when the books just kind of keep going and keep.
It's pretty damn good.
Being funny and insightful and satirical and political, and it's like kind of like action adventure slop layered over a book that has a lot to say, and so it like sometimes doesn't feel like you're getting a message pumped into you, and then you kind of think back for a second, you're like, oh wait, it's sort of like it. Trying to think of a comp. I was about to say it's sort of like One Piece, but it isn't, because One Piece is so overtly political.
Right.
This is less overtly political, but God, is it political? God, is it like, this is like communist, anti-capitalist propaganda at its finest. And the funniest part of that is I know that there are people who are like super capitalist, like right-wing knobs who are like, this is my favorite thing. Look at the way Carl is doing it all himself. He's such a strong man.
Pulling
not realizing
up
that
by
like
bootstraps.
the themes and political ideologies of this book are so antithetical to what they believe.
Right.
But it's just that to me is very funny.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that is happening without even having to meet anyone that is happening to cracks me up. It makes me sad because like, fuck man, those people are so lost. But you know, it does. I do love it. I love that there's probably someone out there who's like, Carl is the epitome of what I am trying to be with my crypto business.
Oh wow. I mean, yeah, he does have like patented bombs.
100%.
So yeah,
he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a cat.
Blue says, I've seen those arguments on Reddit, but it's Reddit, so everyone there is probably missing some brain cells. That is true.
Yeah, I don't really wade into Reddit anymore.
Jared says, well, Carl was in the military and blows stuff up.
Yeah.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
That's the baseline.
I'm a man of wealth and fame. That's like the most military song in my brain.
Oh, okay.
I've been around for a long, long time. Yeah. With lyrics anyway. Londa says started reading DCC a week after you on book 7 now. It's so good. I'm so jealous.
Let's go. We're on our way. Okay, we're doing our best.
And Will says, I've seen the argument that Carl represents a healthy masculinity / leadership, but that's about it. I really do think he has. I do think he represents healthy masculinity in a way that I'm enamored by.
Yeah.
He is masculine. He is very tough and like, you know, does it himself. Yeah. But at the same time, his masculinity is rooted in acts of service for people who have needs.
In being a protector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is willing to follow other people's ideas if they have the better idea. He doesn't need to be the leader of everything. Arzu, thank you for 10 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so you are wild. Y'all are crazy. Look at these books just fall. Look at me catching so many books.
You get so many reactions to watch now. So
and some good ones.
Thank you, Arzu.
We had some
banging reactions.
I had some like full on cackles.
Yeah.
The description of the compensated anarchist, I was cackling.
I want to say, Getty Disciple said that Matt recently banned talking politics in his subreddit because he wanted to make sure those people didn't get driven away from reading these books on the off chance they'd absorb some empathy from them.
That's so funny.
I get it. Honestly, I love to see it. I think it's so easy to just allow people to like fling shit at each other online. But sometimes you just gotta like infiltrate, right? Give them something that they love and that they like start to relate to, and then show them what this book actually means. It's like what it's trying to say.
Well, and there's been a lot of discussion recently.
I went to go move the chat down, and then I realized maybe it was there for a reason.
There's been some discussion recently about sort of like alt-right pipeline spaces online, and how the way to stop those and to de-influence men from going down those pipelines, because it is mostly men going down those pipelines, is not to preach at them that they're bad, right? And it is actually to find the version of that pipeline that is built in hobby, the way that the alt-right so often builds their pipeline in hobbies, and is built in spaces where men find themselves, but without kind of leading them down those roads, without preaching at them.
We literally talked about like this similar thing in the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms reaction. Yeah. Where I said, if you want George R.R. Martin to finish those books, stop screaming at him and threatening his life.
Yeah.
Stop telling him he's a terrible, horrible person. Right? Like you have to show people kindness, because I know that like I know in myself that the moment that someone's like, you're bad, my wall is immediately up, and I have no reason to give them the time of day to say anything, right? because I just like they've pissed me off and now I don't care. You yeah, again, you have to like infiltrate to have those conversations with people.
Well, and it goes into, if you're in our Discord, you've obviously seen the drama of the last couple of days. But there's someone who's very upset about the title of the heated rivalry reaction, right? Mm-hmm. And they've sent me some rather insane messages. They've wished upon me that I get cancer and die. And they've consistently called me a fake queer and that I'm a liar and that because I follow a bunch of attractive women on Instagram that I can't be gay, even though I don't goon to them. They're all people I know. Like, I'm not out here. Yes, my Instagram is the thoughtiest group of like hoes doing hoe shit.
It's all of our friends.
I know every one of them personally. And yeah, like, am I friends with a lot of porn stars? Weirdly, yes. I don't go out of my way. I just happen to run in circles where that is common. And so if he had approached that conversation and been like, hey man, why did you name your video this?
Yeah.
I would have happily had the conversation with him. You know what I mean? Like, I engage in DM conversations with weirdos all the time online who are like, generally, they start off nice, even though I can tell they want to say something mean, but they start off nice.
Yeah. And
I'm able to diffuse it before it gets bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, like, these are the reasons. Yeah. Right? And it was a joke. And if you watch the video, you'll know that I'm pro-gay. Like, the idea that the title is somehow going to stop Heated Rivalry, the most popular show in the world, from having a season 2 is crazy. But it's that he started with, hey, you're a liar and I hope you get cancer. And then I'm like, okay, you're a loser and I'm not going to engage, right? Yeah. You kind of have to turn that same mentality on its head. Yeah. Of like, you have to engage with people in a way that welcomes them out of the pit that they are in. Yeah. Right? And I understand why Matt Dinniman made that choice. I think that, it makes for moderating his Discord to be so much easier. Yeah. Or his subreddit. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Whatever spaces, like, just saying no politics. I mean, obviously we have the controversy channel in ours, but I think that after the first month, that has been a mostly buttoned up space. We haven't had too many problems in there. Yeah. But the idea of we need to keep people around because we want them to. We don't want to like push them out immediately, because we don't want them to actually stay on the other side. Like, we would like to have our message be appealing so that they realize that, their worldview is harming themselves as well as other people. Yeah. And I think it's admirable. Will it work? I can't tell you that. But
I think it's tough, and I think that deciding to try and take on some of that responsibility is admirable, right? Yeah. Because there are, I think that in certain ways, we're not those people. We're very, like, forward and a little bit aggressive in our opinions because, like, I don't always have the spoons to try and coddle someone in that way. And in our Discord especially, like, it is a space for people who can talk about this stuff freely and have the same opinions. Yeah. And I do think that both spaces should exist, right? I think that they both serve different purposes.
I think you're harsher than I am in that a little bit. I do try and soften some of your language of like, I think they should die. And I'm like, I think they should have rights.
Wait, okay. Who did I say should die?
That was a joke. Oh, I was being hyperbolic. But you do sometimes say things online that I'm like, how do I walk that back a little bit? Having said that, though, like when we were going through the Attack on Titan stuff, you were so right in saying, hey, the Discord, because I didn't care, right? Like the death threats and all that didn't bother me. Yeah. But you were so right in saying, hey, we need to make sure that the Discord isn't, because the Discord isn't our space, it's like the community space. Yeah. And so we have to make choices for that. Yeah. Obviously, who knows? I don't know what we're going to do with this whole you have to upload your driver's license to Discord thing. I don't know. We'll probably just continue operating it, and if you don't want to be on Discord anymore, that's fine. We'll try and find more spaces where, but
is there a better option where you don't have to give your full ass ID?
Like, that has channels and stuff? Not really. Like, Patreon has a great chat. Yeah. But I don't really use that much because there isn't that much in there. But, like, even that is one chat.
Slack.
You can't. We create a company Slack, but it's for people who...
Bro, I don't know.
But, yeah, I just, like, you were so right about... It's one thing to say no politics, but at the same time, once you start creating these spaces online, and a lot of creators, I don't think, understand this, you do have to make choices for the community and not for yourself. even though you're really incentivized to always do things for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're trying not to do that, but...
I didn't want you guys dealing with that. I didn't want the mods to have to be fucking playing whack-a-mole all the time. And, it was just... It's a lot.
But you were right. You were right, and I'm glad that we stopped watching Attack on Titan. Although we still will watch the end of it if you pay us... I think there's, 10 episodes left? $1,000, and we'll finish Attack on Titan.
Oh my god.
Orky Gecko, we promised it years ago. We have to live up to our promises. Orky Gecko says, it makes me sad to see on threads that a few leftist people get turned off by the first stereotype boss because I know they'd thrive if they continued reading. This is a modern phenomena that makes me very sad about media consumption. And it's that people, particularly like young terminally online people, really struggle to engage with anything that makes them uncomfortable, even if that discomfort comes at the crux of the story that is attempting to say something.
Yeah. You can't like this book because this villain did something bad. Yes. Well, yeah, they're the fucking villain. They're not a good person, and that's what the book is trying to say.
And there are probably people who will point to me and be like, well, but you had a problem with Tuon in Wheel of Time, right? And that's so different because she is not portrayed as the villain. And
she saves...
Well, no, I don't want to spoil anything, but she's not portrayed as the villain. And that was my problem with it, right? Yeah. So the
book is like, no, it's okay.
Yeah. For me, it's about there's a real lack of media literacy in modern audiences in terms of understanding when something is for the benefit of the point the piece is trying to make, and when the piece is making a bad point.
Yeah.
And those aren't the same thing.
Yes.
And I agree, Orky. I think it is deeply concerning that we have so much, and Netflix is sort of going the wrong way with this, where they're just sort of having characters constantly say leftist, modern Gen Z talking points as dialogue that feels so clunky, in order to not have the audience go online and be like, this show thinks that microaggressions are okay, which is what the Pit is going through online.
Right.
The Pit is getting roasted by people who call themselves fans of the show online because there are characters on that show
that are not perfect,
that are real,
yeah,
and are the show is about watching these doctors who are dealing with the most stressful possible situations ever.
Yeah.
And the people watching are like, why aren't they getting all of the social politics perfect in every moment in this incredibly stressful situation while they're watching people die in front of them? And I'm like, people aren't robots. People aren't leftist Twitter robots. The show is portraying that these fucking doctors are cracking under the pressure, and you're like, I don't want to watch them crack though. I want them to say the right things.
Yeah.
And that's not life, right?
Yeah.
That's just not life. And the Pit is doing incredible work, saying something incredibly profound about how our medical system is collapsing around us, and the people who are holding it up are barely standing, even though they're fucking heroes for showing up every day to emergency rooms around the United States and Canada. Yeah. But our Western medical system is falling apart.
Yeah.
And the brunt is falling on doctors and nurses who are being left with so few resources that the pressure upon them is insane. And the people watching the show are like, why is Dr. Robbie not getting the fucking woke talking point right? And it's like, because he's a person.
Yeah.
He's not a bundle of talking points. He's a human.
Yeah.
It's why it's so fucking good. It's why the acting is incredible.
Yeah.
But we live in this modern landscape where they're like, well, the boss that is trying to introduce the parody, to bring it back to Andrew Carl, the boss is trying to introduce the parody of how capitalism uses these tropes to fucking, shove slop down our throats, is bad.
Yeah.
And you read that and you're like, well, clearly this writer thinks stereotypes are good. And it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah. I don't know how you missed that point so completely.
Borant is evil.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not even like it's that long of a book,
Well, and Carl looks at it as like, this is fucked up.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, what the hell am I dealing with?
Rishi Bhattacharya, thank you so much for joining the Nerds Radiant. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed those audio book reactions.
They say nuanced conversation on the internet. No, I know. It's impossible to find, apparently. But Blue did bring up a good point. I just want to let you all know that end of book club is the deadline for commissioning reactions for Expanse Book 2 and the Part 2 of this book as well. DCC 2. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to remember all the books' names.
Yeah, it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle to be online sometimes and see people, what they complain about. And what's difficult is that I don't really talk a lot online. I don't use social media very often, which is probably bad because I am a social media job person.
I'm a social media job person.
Well, I'm not an influencer. Like, you know what I mean? No one's being influenced by me.
Are you influenced? Chat, have you been influenced?
You know, I'm not like an influencer. I am a critical thinker, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I would call myself. I'm a content creator. I make content.
Sure.
And
yeah.
I think part of the reason why we're not influencers is because we don't really take brand deals. Like, we don't do a lot of ads.
True.
And the things we do ads for are generally like, buy it if you want it. Don't buy it if you don't. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the online conversation is so much what the studio executives are aware of. Like, things that trend, things that go viral.
Yeah. And
that conversation is being led by people that I'm like, you want worse art. Like, right or left. And this is my... God, I'm not trying to get so political today, but like leftist and righty fucking internet people both want bad art. Because the leftists want art that allows them to feel comfortable in their worldview, that we can have this like perfect homogeneity between all races, creeds, and people, which is bullshit, and it's not going to happen.
Well, and it sacrifices the reason we have art in the first place.
Yeah.
Is to actually fucking say something.
And the righties want art that says that it's okay for them to continue to believe in the bullshit version of Jesus that they've invented, so that they can hate without defying the principles of God that they love. And both sides are asking for art to cater to them feeling comfort rather than discomfort, which is what art inherently does. Right? And that's such an interesting thing. It goes back to, to the Super Bowl halftime show, right? Like, that TPUSA halftime show was ass. It was really bad. Kid Rock has not been good at performing in... If he ever was. He was. I actually saw Kid Rock in concert years ago. My parents' friends had a box to see him at the Saddle Dome in Calgary.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be honest, the dude can play instruments. He can play like 6 instruments. And I left that concert being very impressed. Not with his songs, because I don't think any of his music is good. But the dude can play like... There was a song where he like played the saxophone, they walked over and played the guitar, and they played the piano. And I remember turning to my mom in the concert and being like, wow, like, he's really talented for a guy who has no good songs to play.
Is he the one that was at, like, not the wedding, but at Just Dan's, like, at the venue of their wedding? They were like, oh, this guy's here, but he's like a homophobe.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't remember. Was Kid Rock there?
I think that's who it was.
It might have been. But...
Yeah.
The TPUSA halftime show, they were like, we need art that makes us feel nothing. Because we can't be confronted by the fact that Puerto Ricans are Americans. And so we get a song, and nothing lines us all up more than the guy singing like, I just want to cut my grass, feed my dogs, drink a beer, all things that no one is stopping you from doing.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, who gets mad at that?
But then the next line is like, I just want to wake up every morning and not hear things I don't want to hear. And his, like, the song...
La, 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 la. Like, what? So dumb.
And
I don't want to hear pronouns. Get your pronouns out of here.
But that line was just such an epitome of like
dumb
modern culture. And people are like, oh, the righties are like this. I'm like, no, the lefts, the hardcore lefties who complain about like, this character said something racist and so the whole show is bad.
Yeah.
Both those camps are the same to me. right? Both those camps are living in the same world of, I need my art to be so simple that it cannot be misconstrued.
Yeah.
And so that I don't actually have to form an opinion on it, because the art tells me what opinion to have.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me sad.
Yeah.
We have a generation of people, multiple generations, but we are in a time, we've never been in a time where so much of the population wants art to just form their opinions so that they don't have to do any critical thinking. And that makes me so deeply sad.
Yeah.
Because Dungeon Crawler Carl, to me, is a deeply thought out series. And if you see the first boss and you're like, oh, this is bad because it acknowledges that humans have racism, is like, how do you go outside? How do you interact with any part of the world if you're like, I just need books to say that humanity is never racist? It's like, okay, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. That's part of the problem, because America teaches that, they're perfect and they've never won a war and never done anything bad ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing, honestly.
Yeah. It's just very fascinating to me.
It's such a good book that, like, these are the conversations that come out of it, whilst it's still being, like, a fun read. I think that's, like, that could be a really tough line to walk.
I agree with that.
I think he's done it really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah, and, I do... Maury Lane says, nerdy, I don't want to read slavery. Here's the thing. Maury Lane, that is a really interesting point. I don't want to read slavery that has been shoved into a book by a white author who has nothing to say about slavery, except to make it a, look what my character experienced to make them a better person plotline. And I don't want every single fantasy book I read to have slavery in it as a method through which my characters interact with other people.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want. It's not that I don't think slavery can't be in anything, right?
Yeah.
It is that the way in which white authors use slavery in fantasy, to me, often feels like they have nothing interesting to say about it, and they're just using it because it's extreme. Look at how extreme my book is. Look at the hardships my characters are going through. And like Brandon Sanderson in Stormlight, as soon as the plot moves beyond that element of it becomes a deep background thing that doesn't matter anymore.
Well, and that's the problem, is it ends up just being a fucking device with no meaning.
If it's a plot device with no thematic attachment to it, I do think it is misused, right? I think that if you're going to show one of the great horrors of our world, you really have to have a purpose for it.
Yeah.
It's not like it can't just be look at the I feel about slavery the same way I feel about rape in media.
Yeah.
I do not mind if rape happens in books, because rape is a real thing that happens.
Yes.
And we have to talk about it. I don't want rape to exist as a character development tool that then doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? Like that doesn't... It is something that is so dark and so big that if it does not fundamentally alter the story, then I think that you have used it wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so for me, like...
There's a movie that I watched that I don't really want to spoil, but that is kind of how I felt about it.
In which way?
In that it was just used to make the protagonist angry. Yeah. So that then the, like, plot unfolded.
Especially...
But it wasn't... Yeah.
Especially if the main characters aren't experiencing it. But they're just mad that someone else experienced it, and so you basically just...
Well, no, it was her. Like, she is the main character. I don't know. It's a movie that's been out for a long time. I feel like I could say it.
I don't know what movie you're talking about, so I don't know.
I think it's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Is that the name of it?
Oh, interesting.
I just felt like that was, like, a weirdly, like, gratuitous movie that just didn't really... use that well.
I've not read the book, nor have I seen either of the films. So.
Oh, well, spoilers.
No, I know that scene exists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the only thing I know about it.
Well, and see, is like, don't you find that weird? Like, isn't that, yeah.
I've never had any desire to watch it. I've heard the original.
I just threw it on one day. I had no idea what to expect.
Is it Swedish? I've heard the original is very good. I haven't heard. I don't know much about the remake.
Yeah, I don't know, and I think that, like you said, that it is again another common thing that is used in a way that doesn't always have much to say. It's just kind of bad, very bad, and you're like, okay, yes, I know that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that I think that that's just kind of, that's my stance on it. I like, slavery exists and it is an awful thing.
Yeah.
But using it to be the stepping point for your character to get their superpowers feels weird.
Yeah, Arzu makes a good point. Technically, there's a lot of slaves in Dungeon Crawler Carl. There's these NPCs who, like, have literally no autonomy and don't even realize it, right? But the book is clearly commenting on that. And one of the things that that I'm looking forward to is that that book one has set up that this series is willing to go deeper than I first originally gave it credit for. Mm-hmm. And so I am interested to see what is going to be said.
Well, and I think that one of the things about the slavery in Dungeon Crawler Carl that I feel very interesting is that it isn't like... It's different in that it has less to do with, like, we went to this planet and kidnapped these people. And we created these people to be cogs in our machine. Yeah. Which allows for the anti-corporate sentiments of these books to be shone through in how Carl feels about his discomfort at what is happening to them is so real, right?
And he's starting to process it. More in this book, especially. Like, he's having those moments where he sits down and he's like, holy shit, like, this is so fucked up, and, like, this is all I have left in the world.
But I think that the way Bohr and the other corporations and the galaxy treat the people in the game is such a direct commentary on the systems and pipelines that move our goods and services around the world for capitalism in our real world. Right? And so this is what I mean. Like, this book is using that to make a commentary on something. Mm-hmm. It is... You cannot... Here's the problem with that slavery. If that didn't exist in this book, it wouldn't actually be saying what I believe Matt Dinniman is saying about capitalism.
Yeah.
Right? That is necessary in order to make the point that he's making. And this is the point that I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah. 100%.
This isn't just that, like, slavery happens and there's nothing we can do about it, which is kind of what Wheel of Time's take on slavery. Like, slavery is just a historical thing that exists, and in the fight against evil, having slaves is better than not having slaves. That's Wheel of Time's, like, that's how Wheel of Time views slavery as a series. I don't think that's a spoiler to say. That's how that series handles that topic.
Yeah.
Is that, like, if you are the good guys, but you're fighting evil, it is okay to have slaves. I don't know thematically what that means. The book doesn't really do anything with it. It's just background noise. This book is saying capitalist systems use people and do not care about how they feel.
Yes.
Right? And that is a point that the book has to make in order to be true to what the problems with capitalism are.
Well, it's that manipulation, right? Like, you go online and you are fed things that are meant to keep you angry. Or like the beauty industry, there are things that are meant to keep you insecure, right? Like, obviously, we are not, like, robot versions created with memories implanted, but it is still a manipulation, right? As much as they can, they will.
Well, and like, look at this fucking iPhone. Like, I don't know that it was made ethically. I am doing
probably not
the best I can to exist in the world that we live in. And we all are, right? Like, we're all kind of on that razor's edge of how much of this system are we participating in that is detrimental to the lives of other people, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, I think that that's such an interesting question, and it's something that we're all... I think that modern people are really reckoning with. But the difficulty in that is, how do we unwind it? Right?
Yeah.
One of the things that I find really fascinating about capitalist systems and the way in which they grow is that by the time you get to the point where, before we were even born, the system is so ingrained in how we get our basic needs met that unwinding it without a plan for how we are going to meet everyone's basic needs becomes a huge problem. And one of the problems with our current world, and one of the problems with, how much money we're funneling into AI and the way the stock market is being propped up right now by very few stocks, is that if AI does not ultimately produce net good,
what it's promised.
No, just money.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually matter if we get a job.
It's promised to make money.
Sure.
They say, it's going to be profitable. It's going to make money.
If the stock market begins to unwind, and if the economy around it unwinds with it, right? What is going to become difficult is that there are so many people and we need to meet their needs. And without the capitalist system we currently live in, meeting everyone's needs is actually going to be very, very difficult. Because we don't have, there's no backstop. There's no safety net. And Western countries are so in debt that they can't inflate away the debt to have a safety net again. And so we're in this weird moment where, like, I hate AI deeply. And I think that it is a bad thing for society. And there's a dark part of my soul that desperately wants it to work. And desperately wants it to be so profitable that the economy doesn't collapse. Because I think if the economy collapses on the back of this AI bubble, I think the harm is actually going to be worse than the harm AI does. And that makes me deeply sad.
You know would actually be an interesting conversation? I think the immediate harm would definitely be worse. I don't think the long-term harm would be. I don't. I think that, like, sometimes it's how they we were listening to something that talked about economics, and they talked about like having having some pains so that long term you don't get completely fucked. And I weirdly think that this AI bubble popping would be an immediate harsh pain that would save us from ourselves in the future. But I don't think that's something that anyone can know for certain. And so it's why I think it is an interesting conversation.
I agree with you. I do agree with you that that humanity would build something after. I don't think the majority of people currently alive would live to see good times again.
Yeah.
Realistically, right? Like, I think the austerity of solving the global debt issue would be generational in its struggles.
Right.
And I don't know that the people who have hoarded all of the wealth would... I think the same people would be in charge. And that's where the problem kind of lies, is that, like, because they have the bunkers, unless nuclear war happens, I think the same people would still be leading. It would be their descendants. But, like, it's tough. I don't see a version of the AI bubble popping that, like, in 10 years we're okay. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what scares me.
Sure.
And, like, the loss of life and the amount of pain in that in-between period, and the upheaval of the entire world order would be difficult. It'd be difficult.
Yeah, but I think that, I guess if it makes money, it's different. But, like, AI uses a lot of resources that are going to make poor people's lives worse and even kill them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's why I'm saying that, like...
It's like people kind of are fucked either way. And I love that for us.
Anyway, so these are the kinds of hopeful conversations that we have while reading a book called Carl's Doomsday Scenario.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
In which an evil AI runs this man's life into the ground.
Yeah, Maria Lane, thank you so much for that super duper chat.
Jesus.
God damn.
Maria Lane's like, we need to change the vibe in here.
Yeah, no, that's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. We're fine. Everything's fine. The world is fine. Nobody worry. We're all good. Oh my god.
Blue says, wow, it's super duper chat. It only drops a couple books on Nerdy. Should drop actual books on Nerdy. Can you imagine if I got pelted with real novels?
I just have a shelf here and I start like throwing them at you.
No, we just have like a catapult that auto tosses a novel at me.
Just have to like keep dodging. Oh my god.
New achievement.
Jeez.
You've hit Nerdy directly on his nose. That nose was first broken at a Green Day concert in 2004.
Morelli, thank you so much for that. Seriously.
Did you do more damage than that mosh pit? Probably not.
Probably not. Anyways.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's good. Should we start talking about the chapters and stop fucking doom scrolling?
Let's get into character creation.
We start book. Do I need to build a book catapult for Nerdy? Please don't.
Just give me a little one that I can like flick, like.
Oh, if it like launched marshmallows and I could catch them in my mouth mid book club.
Ooh. Right? Yeah.
The sugar high I would be on starting my Fridays with coffee and marshmallows.
Oh my god.
We get down to the 3rd floor, everyone. It's time to start character creation. And, of course, we are going to start with Donut. Because Donut is impaciente. And...
What?
I just love when I, like, just mispronounce a word. And you, like, are like...
I don't know what that word was.
Impatient?
Oh, yeah. No, didn't... I
You crack me up. You're my favorite.
Was not able to translate that
one. Thank you for 20 gifted memberships. Y'all are wilding out today.
Y'all
going crazy.
We're having a good day, even if the world isn't. Blue, thank you so much. Holy shit. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. I thought Blue gifted themselves a membership again, but I just misread that. Thank you so much.
You are too kind.
There are so many reactions to go enjoy. And
yeah, Percy Jackson, Expanse Book 2, the second half of this book. In March, we're going to do fucking Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 3. We're going to start Kushil's Book 2. Mm-hmm. We're going to do Expanse Book 3. I'm going to do Percy Jackson Book 4. And who knows, maybe even Will of the Many. Book 2.
Oh, right, who knows? I forgot about that.
Who knows?
Right. We, guys...
Maybe we'll do Heated books. Rivalry, the novel.
Oh, my God. So many books to read.
We're not leaving Toronto for 3 months. We're going to get through so many books before our next trip.
God, I hope so.
I'm so tired. This is going to sound... Okay, can I be, like, super privileged for 1 second?
No.
Just 1 second. I'm really tired of traveling.
Yeah.
I'm so burnt out on traveling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
We keep going places and I'm exhausted.
When businessmen get flown around like first class and stuff, like I can understand that. It's comfortable even if you're moving around a lot. But like God, I'm ready to not sit in a fucking airplane seat for the next few months. But then in a few months we're gonna be at DokumiCon. So
we also can't afford to fly first class. So
I know, that's what I mean.
When I'm in row 46,
yeah,
and I can smell the bathroom the entire time.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Amboss says travel like extended family is best in small doses. Here's the thing. This is gonna sound really bad, but if it weren't for One Piece, it wouldn't be so tough. Right. But every time we travel, I have to binge so much to get ahead. And so when we have multiple trips back to back, I live in this state of binging One Piece or trying to catch up on the next binge to One Piece. And that channel, as much as I love it, and I do love it, does make being away for 2 weeks really hard because I have to be ahead.
Yeah.
It's just hours and hours and hours and hours of recording and thumbnails and Patreon versions and scheduling and
yeah, that's the thing. The travel would be far less stressful if there weren't like
if we were to 9 to 5.
Yeah, if the channel didn't need to have its needs met while we were still traveling, right?
Which is why we hired someone.
Yay!
Hey, if you start seeing content go up and you're like, wow, this looks like it was filmed like a year ago, and they finally got someone to edit it. You're right.
Congratulations.
That's what happened.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we filmed a bunch of stuff that never came out, so get ready.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter the board game.
I'm actually so excited.
Our editor edited it. It looks pretty good, and I'm excited to share it.
Yeah, if you're not subbed at the Roleplay Relay, that's where that's going to drop.
Yeah. All right. we are in character creation. Donut goes first.
I should drop my cosplay when we drop that
really
video.
was trying to.
I know, but that would be fun.
Great. You should do that.
Thank you, I will. That's all I needed.
This show's a fucking disaster.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chapter 1. We are 44 minutes into the show. Chapter 1. Character creation. We get down to the 3rd floor. Mordecai is real hot now.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hot little incubus with a tail and horns and everything.
Sexy ass tail. I wonder if he fucking is all sensitive when you stroke it.
Maybe.
Stroke my tail.
Yeah.
And so we pop into Training Guild. Mordecai sloughs off his tuxedo as soon as possible. Dude does not like fancy clothes.
Yeah.
Which some days I get, but some days I don't.
I
go both ways.
Uncomfortable, you know? We know.
That one guy on Discord doesn't, but...
oh my god.
Donut, of course, being a patient, goes first. Clarice, how did you feel about Donut's character selection?
Well, we obviously knew she'd
situation?
be a cat. She said she was going to be a cat. Loved that. That was great. But
I especially loved how offended she was by the concept of cat girls.
Oh, what is a cat girl? I was like, honestly, I would pick that. That sounds great.
We do numbers for you.
I don't know. I think that's fun.
Here's the thing: as long as all you got was like tails, paws, and ears.
Yeah.
As long as it didn't change your face too much, that's one where like your viewers are like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe a couple whiskers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think it'd be cute. Is Catgirl more like an e-girl with ears and a tail on, or is it like Cats the movie?
No. Well, do you not know what a cat girl is?
What do you mean?
There's like a like they're like this.
It's like ears and a tail. It is a lady with ears and a tail, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like...
Oh, don't Google Catgirl images.
That's why I'm like, is it more like this Catgirl, or is it like Cats, the movie musical?
I mean, either's pretty hot. Can I say something really fucked up?
Sure.
This might be the most fucked up thing I've ever said.
I don't know about that.
I think the most attractive Taylor Swift has ever been is in the Cats movie.
Nah, that's fair. That's like the sexiest thing she's ever done. You know, like it's deliberately sexy. She doesn't do a lot of sexy stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Release the butthole cut.
Oh my god. What, you want to see Taylor Swift's cat butthole?
No, I want to see Idris Elba's butthole when he goes, ineffable.
Yeah.
Tigra is hot. Tigra is objectively hot.
One of my best-selling sets is the cheetah body paint.
Yeah.
Just saying.
If you've never seen Clarice in nothing but cheetah body paint, it's
pretty great.
Pretty great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I still haven't seen Cats. You don't need to.
If you're going to, though, Ember Eyes, you have to be high. It is the only way.
Mm-hmm.
Skimble Shanks, the railway cat.
Yeah.
He's the cat of the railway line.
I would really like for Donut to meet a cat girl.
Oh, God,
in these books
it has to happen.
At some point.
I hope that she meets Taylor Swift from Cats.
Oh, my God, yeah. But, yeah, as soon as they said former child actor, I was like, oh, yeah, that's it.
I would love if one of the boss rooms is Taylor Swift from the movie Cats.
It could be.
It's probably too, IP-y. Matt Dinniman really tries to, swerve around any legal issues. But can you imagine if Carl walked into a room and had to fight Taylor Swift from the movie Cats?
Oh, my God.
God, that would fucking kill me.
I guess copyright doesn't exist within the world of Dungeon Crawler, Carl, because all the holders are dead, probably?
Yeah. And the books always do that thing where he's like, that one show that was on about the guy that made...
Oh my God, I love Gossip Girl!
Oh, actually, no, yeah, they straight up call it Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no commentary about Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever, make jokes at the expense of anything.
No.
Having characters in a world be like, Gossip Girl's great, no one's gonna be mad at you for that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's interesting. Yeah, it is interesting what he's careful with IP-wise and what he isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And how, like, all of the IP stuff he talks about is very positive.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's sort of the opposite of Ready Player One, where Ready Player One just sort of, like, jizzes every IP mention possible. Oh. It's like, my character has a Gundam, and he's using a lightsaber, and, you know, like, it's, like, literally just, like, naming things that were cool in the 80s. This doesn't... This could go that way, and, you know, doesn't.
He shits on the remake of A-Team.
The remake of A-Team is, like, legally bad, though.
Legally. You're not allowed
to say I think
in
in a court of law... I don't know that you could find a lawyer who would be willing to argue in court that saying the A-Team remake is bad is wrong in any way.
Sure.
Like, every law office in California would be like, I mean, they've got a point.
Oh my god.
Legally, we're on shaky ground here.
Yeah, so we find out that Odette, the advice that she gave at the end of the last book, is that they need a manager. Because basically...
One second, before we move on. James Ross, I know that Gundams don't use lightsabers. I'm saying that in Ready Player One, that book specifically is like, my Gundam has a lightsaber, because it mixes every IP from the 80s together. That's why the book, that's that book's whole thing. If it's just a Gundam with a beam saber, that's just a Gundam property. That's not Ready Player One. It specifically has to be holding Luke's lightsaber.
Oh.
Specifically. Sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing.
No, you were reading.
I don't remember.
Oh, Odette gave them advice. And so Odette was like, hey, if you can get the manager perk, take the manager perk. And so they take the manager perk by Donut becoming a child actor. Which is...
a former child actor.
Sorry, what?
I said a former child actor.
I went deep into my memories there for a second.
Jeez.
I'm getting shots in the ass to perform children's letters to God while I had pneumonia. In
Calgary.
Turn 13 and things go crazy. Feeling like a total freak. What a time it was in my life.
Mm-hmm.
When I was...
to be a child actor.
So sick that I had to go to the hospital after a musical to get a steroid shot in my ass.
So the manager feat makes Mordecai their manager.
Which seems great by everything we've learned, and I don't know why he's so upset about it.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is the getting teleported to them whenever they go into a safe room.
Yeah.
But, like, he has protection on the lower floors. He can go out and, like, do stuff now.
He also gets way more money the better that they do.
He can't go to the guides-only town, which he's disappointed because he wants to see his friends.
Sure,
and I do understand that sucks. But the reasoning why he's disappointed in being the manager...
Well, he doesn't really give a reason he's disappointed.
No, but I'm saying that when we find it out, I think that it's going to be really fucked up.
Oh, probably.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's just going to be that he wants to see his friends.
Yeah.
Because he knows that those friendships are basically over soon. It's not like that all the guides are going to get together once they're out of the dungeon. Everyone's going to go their own way, find their own people, you know what I mean? Like,
well, and how long are some of them stuck there, you know? Like,
and realistically, he at most has what, like 2 months in the dungeon left? Right? Like,
well, it depends, you know. The problem is they're moving way faster than normal. It might be like up to like a year regularly, but right now it's like
sure, yeah.
They're going so fast.
But
they're speed running this bitch.
But they're only he is free and clear once they hit floor 4, no matter what, right? And so they already technically they already have a stairway down to level 4. They could like sit on it for a week. And at the end of this, once they beat the Grimaldis, weirdly, like, his freedom is kind of assured at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the chance of them dying now seems, I don't know. In fact, he's kind of pushing them to do more rather than trying to save his own ass, which I do appreciate about him.
Well, because they need the training for this, things that Carl specifically picked to pay off.
Oh, 100%. Getty Disciple says knowing the relationships will be over soon would be extra reason to see them, though. Again, I do agree with that. I do understand. He seems upset in a way that feels like there's a deeper story there. And, like, the fact that Odette knew that he would be upset about it, specifically, makes me think that there is something really fucked going on. I will also say, the fact that they lied to him about it does suck.
They didn't lie, they just didn't ask.
No, they deliberately withheld information.
Yeah.
Lies of omission are still lies. And so the fact that... And they play a whole routine of, like, what's the manager fee? Oh.
No, they deliberately don't ask.
They deliberately don't... No, you're right.
Because here's the thing. Mordecai could have been like...
No, but after they do it...
Yeah.
They do a whole, like, what do you mean? Why are you upset? And he's like, this is what it is. And they're like, they knew that. No, and not before they choose. But after they choose, they're like, what's up? We just did that because Donna's like, I'm just a girl. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
I'm just a baby.
And so, like, it's going to be awful when Mordecai finds out. And he's going to find out.
Yeah.
He's gonna, like, it's going to be pretty devastating.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
And it's going to be right after he makes them, like, the best fucking potion.
Yeah.
It's going to be right after they, like, have a moment of real bonding.
Yeah.
And then he's going to find out. And it's going to just fucking suck.
Yeah. Mordecai, also an alchemist.
And so the cat former child actor class means that Donut will be able to change her class on every level. But it will be randomized in terms of the skills that she gets and how strong they are. High risk, high reward. For the fact that she's kind of a chaotic being in general, I actually kind of think this is fine.
Well, it just comes with a learning curve as well, right? If you are playing a game and every level you have to, like, pick a new class, like, it takes a second to get used to it, right?
100%.
So they're definitely going to have to navigate that.
I just think Donut is not their front line. Doesn't do the plan anyway most of the time. And so, like, Carl is always just kind of reacting to whatever nonsense a cat can come up with, which is any nonsense. Her having different powers every time, I don't know is going to actually change things that much for Carl.
Yeah. I love that she's also like, I'm gonna pick the artist alley, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I was acting and you believed me. I was like, oh my god. She's hilarious. I'm very excited for what this means. I think narratively for the story, it allows Matt Dinniman to show off more of these, like, classes that he's come up with.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
Right? We get to see what else is out there.
He basically gets this character selection moment every floor.
Kind of, yeah. Like, and that's fun. That's exciting. Mm-hmm. I liked how this book started. I think I don't know. I think it's a really strong choice narratively, but also for Donut.
Well, and, like, now I want to play the game. Like, I want someone to make the Dungeon Crawler Carl video game.
Yeah.
They would get canceled for it immediately. People would be so mad.
Probably.
That you're, like, attacking. Can you imagine the, like, outrage farming that toxic men would do to, like, go fight the, like, Spanish overweight boss? They would have to... The video game would have to clean it up a little bit. What's up, Fabu? Over on Tweet.
Hey, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, like, the video game, it would go so hard because this world rocks.
I know, but it would be a lot.
Yeah, they would have... I don't know how they would pull it off. It would be tough. It would be really hard. Yeah, so Mordecai's the manager. She is now the cat, former child actor, and she has a charisma of fucking 70. If there's a TTRPG I would do that actual play.
Oh, God, yeah. In a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, her charisma's 70. It's crazy. We cut over to Carl.
But her constitution is like 4.
Yeah.
It will be a problem, for sure.
With enough, well, actually, it's 7 by the end of this. Because she gets +2 from the thing, and then she gets +1 from the anklet. So now she's at 7.
No, I thought it was a total of 4.
By the end of the week, she's at 7.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Chapter 2 is Carl's character selection.
Yeah.
And he doesn't stay human, actually.
Kind of, yeah.
He picks a primal.
I wanted him to go Sasquatch.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah. Get those big old grippers.
Alright, nerdy foot guy. Confirmed.
I'm really not. I joke about it, but...
yeah, it's...
If I walked through the world and people's feet were censored and I never had to, like, see a foot again, it wouldn't... And you know what? No, it wouldn't matter. I don't really look at people's feet.
No.
So I guess I don't think I would really notice.
Probably.
Also, like, when we're out and about, all y'all's feet are so far away from me. The ground is really far down.
Oh my god.
I'm not looking at the ground.
I can't. You're tall.
Yeah, it's too far. I don't really look below the boobs.
Oh my god.
What does that say about me? I'm a pervert. Hell yeah.
And not a butt guy, apparently.
I'm a butt guy.
You said true. You don't look below the boobs.
I was making a joke. I like a butt. Ilya's butt, heated rivalry.
Damn.
Dude put in some work.
Damn.
Some work.
Yeah. Someone said that he ate like a pound of beef a day, and I'm like...
Sometimes 2.
Is that what I have to do? Like...
Yes. We keep having this conversation, and I keep saying you just have to eat more protein.
Oh my god. I eat a good amount of protein.
I know, but you need to eat an insane amount. For the gains that you want, the amount of protein you have to consume is crazy. You never eat a pound... You've never had a pound of beef in a day. We split a pound of beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need
more
protein. Then I
have other protein earlier in the day.
I know, but you need to be doing like a pound of protein like twice a day.
We split up when you do the ground beef. I don't think that's a pound.
I think it is.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, I think a pound is like the big boy, the big one. We get like this one.
No.
Yeah.
That little thing is at least a pound.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think you know how much a pound is.
No, I feel like the one that's this size.
That's like a pound.
No, I don't think
beef.
so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought this was half, and then the big container that was like this of ground beef.
A half a pound is nothing. Pound of beef.
You get a lot of protein from cheese.
One of these is a pound of beef.
Especially Parmesan.
I promise you, that is a pound of beef.
Okay. Then I could eat that in a day.
No, you need to eat that in a meal.
No, he said he eats 1 to 2 pounds of beef a day.
For dinner. That's not his only meal. Okay. I tell you, you need to eat so much protein if you want the ass that you want. You need to start your day with like 5 eggs.
No, eggs are not a great source of protein.
They're a fantastic source of protein.
No, you gotta cut it with egg whites.
Dungeon Crawler Carl is a book series we're reading. Carl chooses Primal. Primals are the big bad boogeyman of the universe. And they are, they're like the nightmare story that you tell your children.
They're like the people that created the proto-molecule.
Yeah, they're the progenitors. They're the first. They died off.
Yeah.
Anytime you find their civilizations, it's sort of like Murderbot, where they are like, oh my god, alien stuff. That's sick. Mm-hmm. Don't fuck with it. Yeah. It will kill you.
Yeah, but the reason that he still looks like a human is because the AI, whenever they discover a like primal ruins or something like that, the AI looks like the people that discovered it.
Yes, and so my question is, how much of the tech that these corporations use did they invent? And how much of this is just a society that, like, does this society even know how the AI works? Or have they just repurposed a primal AI?
AI's gonna go rogue.
I mean, maybe it already has, though, right? Like, one of the questions I have coming out of this conversation about the primals and this incredible lore drop that I quite like this, is, did the primals invent this? And the galaxy is just running this system that they don't even know how it works as a means of like getting by.
Yeah.
Waiting for the Reapers to appear. Oh, me monk. I know. I immediately thought of Mass Effect too.
Yeah.
God, I want to play Mass Effect right now. But there's so many other games I got to stream first. Like this weekend when I'm going to stream some Lorwyn Eclipse Draft. Try and win me a booster box.
Oh, yes. I might do it. Wait, this weekend? Like... Yeah. This weekend. Maybe Sunday.
All right. I might do it tonight.
Tonight?
I might. You never know with me. So I just go live.
What time does it start?
In 55 minutes.
Fuck.
But you don't have to do it right from the beginning.
No, I know. I just it looked like fun, and I want to try.
You want to lose as bad as I lost?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm going to lose again. I can't imagine I actually win a booster box. But
oh my god, it'll be fun though.
I did a test draft the other night while we were in Arizona, and I went 4-3, which isn't the worst.
It's
not enough to win a box, but.
Fabu, thank you for that super chat. Fun fact, those little rolls of ground beef are called chubs. So if you want big gains, you gotta pound back them chubs. Great. I love that. I'll never be able to unhear that. Do they have half chubs? Does it come in halves?
You usually pound back a half chub. Jesus Christ. Practically Carded says, did you ever stream Dispatch? No, I will. I promise you, now that we're here for 3 months, I'm going to be streaming a lot more. Dispatch is on the list.
Yeah. I need to set up my streaming computer, and we're going to get back to it.
Once we have a shower, you'll be able to build your room, and then things are going to start to roll.
Yeah.
The 7-month shower. No, 6. We're still at 6. We're not at 7 months yet. The 6-month renovation for us to have a bathroom.
Yeah. It's great.
I just want to catch a fish, cut my grass, suck Trump's dick.
Pretty much.
So he becomes a primal. That means that he has lessened stats now, but if he lives long enough, he will be more powerful in the future.
Yeah, he also becomes a compensated anarchist.
This is, without a doubt, the funniest joke so far.
Yeah.
I don't think, even when Matt Dinniman wrote this book, he realized how much this was going to be a talking point in the future. Because it already was then, but like, God, now you can't go one day on the internet without hearing that some fucking protester was paid by some fucking...
Yeah.
Whatever that fucking Soros' guy name is. George Soros?
I have no idea.
Greg Soros? Gregorio Soros? Yeah, so he has... He also has a choice of a prize fighter and a, like, bomb tech. So basically he has a choice between being... Rocky Balboa, the Hurt Locker, or V for Vendetta. And he chooses V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Is Carl Greta Thunberg.
Wow.
Yes. Yes, he is. No, Greta Thunberg actually chose to be a half dead, half living hot woman with a goat leg and dogs that rip everything apart.
Right, yeah. Oh my god.
Why isn't Fabu a mod here? Fabu's not a mod here? Fabu, are you on a different account?
No, I think they're a mod on the Nerdy Nightly. I don't know if it got...
Wow.
Oops.
And so, yeah, he becomes a primal compensated anarchist. It's one of the best jokes in the series so far. Yeah. And they go out into the city. When they got to the 3rd floor, they were in this, like, hallway that looked like the hallway in the... Is it the Paris? The Paris has the, like, city area with the fake sky, but there's also... It might be in Caesar's Palace has the, like, gold hallway with the fake sky in just the hallway. It looks like a Vegas hotel, basically. And where they pretend you're outside, but you're not. And so when they go in the hallway, they go into the door. But when they leave the training guild, they come out into basically, like, a town.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah, the Venetian. Nick Allen Reed, that's the one. So they basically come out into a town that has... shit going on. There's a whole fucking, like, quest-giving village, like, at the top of every fucking video game. Mm-hmm. However, they're in a small one, so it's more like the town from Diablo 1. Mm-hmm. And we need to get to towns from Diablos 2, 3, 4, and hopefully one day 5.
Right.
I say hopefully. I barely played Diablo 4, so maybe I don't want it that much.
Yeah.
Do you mean Kaisar's Palace? Good joke,
That's
Will.
the one.
God, I love the Fallout show. And they head out and realize this is about to get very weird. It is especially weird because we are still underground on Earth. And I'm like, how does this work? Do the floors move up? Are they just going deeper in?
This is actually Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Are the people on the surface, like, falling into sinkholes all the time?
I guess.
Because some people didn't go into the stairs.
And, like, the floors collapse.
And what does that mean? I have so many logistical questions that the books will not answer because it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
And we find out that there's a volcano storyline. We find out that there's a lot of storylines moving forward. And
yes.
The better you can participate in writers' storylines without messing them up is the better you will do. Because the writers will help you if you help them, but they will fuck you hard if you don't.
Yeah.
And not in a way that sounds fun.
Yeah. So basically, Carl and Donut head towards a larger settlement to do some shopping.
Yeah. Chapter 4, we hear from Zev, who thinks that they made good choices. And Carl and Donut begin to head out into the wilderness. Mordecai can't come with them. So they run into a fucking demonic circus of lemurs and clowns and shit. And they get their first quest. The show must go on. Find out what the fuck's going on in the fucking circus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some crazy, crazy lemurs.
Their first quest is a circus. The Mighty Nine's first quest is a circus. Did Matt Dinniman steal this from Critical Role? Did he?
Oh my god. I don't think they were on season 2 at this point.
What do you mean?
Critical Role?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? In like 2001? Or sorry, 2021? 2001.
You guys remember the pandemic from 2001, right? When COVID hit the Twin Towers and
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
No, yeah, they would have been well into campaign 2 at this point.
So Donut is Jester.
Because campaign 2 starts pre-pandemic.
Oh, right. You know, you're right.
Yeah, they don't go into the everyone's in a different camera in campaign 2 until like episode like 60 or something.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. And so they have to find out what what's going on. They go into a safe room. They fucking violently murder a clown.
Yep.
This weird fucking Slender Man-ass clown.
Yeah.
And
horrific.
As the army of lemurs is about to descend upon them. Oh, episode 100 of Camping 2 is the pandemic episode. Yeah. So, They manage to get into a safe room and Mordecai shows up and vomits all over himself and passes out. It's pretty rough. Chapter 5, we start to open some boxes and get some skills.
Yes.
Donut gets the clockwork triplicate skill.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking nightmare.
No, it's great.
You want a velociraptor? How about 3 velociraptors?
It's great.
Who don't understand what's going on, and every time the spell ends, start to whine it. The velociraptor whines at you to bring his friends back.
It's like, wait, no, I want my friends. Mom, I want to sleep over.
Dude, nightmare. We need Mongo to realize that they're not real quick, because if he's just whining for his friends all the time,
he's learning. He's getting smarter. He's a good boy.
We also get the random Earth skills potions. Donut gets Scutilophily, and Carl receives Sesta Punta. Do you want to find out in the book what those mean, or do you want to find out right now with our audience?
What do you mean?
We could just Google those things. They're real.
Oh.
Do you want to do a live reaction to finding out what these skills are? Or do you want to wait until the book tells us?
Not if someone has commissioned a reaction to that already.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I deliberately didn't look it up until now because I wanted to ask you if we wanted to do this on stream.
Yeah.
Sesta is a weapon in Diablo.
Oh.
Punta is foot. So I think it's like knife foot.
You got one of those blade that shinks out.
It's not a massive spoiler. You should guess though. Yeah, but isn't it one of the one of the weapons for the monk? Or no, what? No, it's a Diablo 2 class. What is that Diablo 2 class that I'm fucking forgetting right now?
Could not tell you.
Diablo.
Never done a Diablo. But yeah, it's definitely gonna have something to do with his feet.
It's the assassin. The assassin Cesta. I'm gonna Google Cesta Diablo 2 so that it doesn't come up with something from Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Great.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the Cestus.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of Cestus. That's why I'm confused. So maybe a Cesta has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So far, the chapter where you find out has not been commissioned. Well, then let's react to it now. Come on, it's content.
Okay.
All right, Cesta Punta. Here we go. You ready? Cesta Punta, also known as Highlight. Oh. Oh, it's Highlight.
I don't know what highlight is.
You don't know what Highlight is? Oh, it's this crazy sport where they have these like giant rackets on their hands. I can't believe you don't know what Highlight is. It's like a
Literally never seen that before in
It's
my
like
life.
squash, kind of, but with this, like, fucking scoop thing that you put on your hand. I'm not gonna lie, in terms of hobbies for Carl, this is really useful.
Is the AI just slowly going to make him cover up everything except his feet? That feels weird.
No, but it means he's gonna be really good at throwing things back for grenades and stuff. I think this is a useful hobby for him to have.
Okay, yeah,
It's
I get that.
a Mexican sport. I did not know that it was Mexican. That's cool. Yeah, Highlight's dope.
Yeah.
I've never heard it called Cesta Punta before.
Yeah, I had no idea.
All right, and then what is Scuttlephily? Scuttlephily is the hobby of patch collecting.
Like she's gonna be a Boy Scout?
Oh man, I wish my Boy Scout sash was right here. It's downstairs.
Oh wow.
That's so funny. Oh god,
Very useful.
she's gonna get so obsessed with patches at some point in the future and not know why. And then realize it's a hobby she picked up by accident.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
What? So why? Okay, interesting. Why? I don't know. Usually they like receive certain things for like a reason, but I don't really know
they
why.
said that this one in particular was random and could just be to fuck with you.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't feel like the AI fucks with Donut as much as it fucks with Carl.
Yes, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Except with the torches.
Yeah. I do like that Carl was like, "Oh my god, books! I can read."
Yeah.
In all the free time I have.
I like these books. I also love that like Carl's like, you don't like sacrifice yourself for your pets, and Donut was like, the fuck you just say?
Bye, Pepper Guy. Thank you for that super chat.
Hey, thank you.
My lady, the Queen of Houston, is off of her conference calls briefly and has joined us. What's up, Queen of Houston? Love you too. I hope. Did you get the Switch 2? Message me about that because it's in the mail. I sent it. So
it might not be there yet. We sent it recently, but it takes a few business days, you know. Yeah. It should be on its way to you.
I mailed it from Arizona because I was just makes things easier.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Pie Pepper Guy. Enjoy that if it arrives, and if it doesn't, well, I don't know. Well, that'll be fun. I have a tracking number somewhere on a receipt. I need to find that.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah. We'll check.
It arrived yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, good.
We crushed
good.
it.
Okay. Hell yeah.
All right. All of the donation stuff should be out except for the game and that I'm playing, the Stormlight game that I'm playing with people, but those emails have been sent. The book from the year before, which I am working on, and that I said something would come out tomorrow, and that'll be my night is figuring that out.
You're not streaming tonight.
I might. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I might write all day tomorrow and put it out tomorrow night.
Oh my god.
Do we have anything tomorrow? We should watch Heated Rivalry.
Yes, we need to.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Butts. Boys. And then, Sunday, Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my god.
I
Y'all,
cannot wait.
Our reaction to episode 4 is coming out in an hour and 40 minutes. Oh my god.
Wild.
Was episode 4 good?
Yeah.
But episode 5 is going to be...
I love this show.
Wild! Five Moose says we don't talk about tax evasion in Inside Voice. There's no tax evasion. Nobody bought anything.
Yeah, no one bought anything.
We sent someone a gift for Christmas.
Yeah, we gave someone a gift. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Literally. It's like there's no money exchange hands, so there's no tax evasion.
It's fine.
No, don't stream your draft night. A lot of us will be at our MTV events tonight.
Fair. Fair. You should write tonight.
Maybe I'll go to an MTG event tonight. Friday Night Magic? Ooh.
Sure, yeah.
We'll see. All right, Carl. Where are we?
Chapter 6.
Oh, yeah. They go... Carl also got a cactus from Home Depot, which I just think is very funny that it's specifically like from... That it still has its tag on. You would think the AI would remove the tag. If you're going to give somebody a gift.
Yeah.
Like, don't be so fucking lazy, okay? Carl, they go out and they find a party that has been ripped apart by the same lemurs that almost got them the day before.
Yeah.
And Donut gets an anklet that gives her a +2 Constitution.
Right.
I forgot that word for a second. And they find out about Grimaldi's Traveling Circus, a place where everyone feels joy, including Carl.
Yeah. We also have learned that the dungeon is more dangerous at night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about to be night. And the circus is preparing for battle.
So they meet Tsarina Signet.
Yes, as they get shot with fucking mortars.
And Carl gets a big old boner.
Yeah.
Just a massive erection.
Not a half chub. That's a full chub.
Pointing right at her eyeball.
You don't think it curves off to the side? You think he's like a straight and narrow kind of guy?
I think Carl shoots straight.
Sure.
Mostly because I see a lot of myself in Carl, and I have the straightest penis I've ever seen.
All right.
I may not be straight, but my dick is ramrod.
Laser focused.
Yeah. God. There's not an angle to the thing.
Oh my God.
It is just up and down.
Well, then I guess you can't be gay. You're too straight.
That's not how that works. Your dick can be straight, but your preferences don't have to be.
That's a t-shirt. Your dick can be straight, but your preferences don't have to be. I love that for you.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
They fight a lion.
A mold lion.
Yeah, it's a goddamn nightmare.
Yeah, and Carl rips its heart out.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, Tsarina Signet is casting a spell that involves Carl taking lethal damage and draining his blood so that her tattoos can come to life so that she can fight the circus that she used to be a part of.
Yeah.
And that she loves and they're her family and it's this whole thing. Through this, we find out that Tsarina Signet is a different character.
She's an elite.
She's an elite. On a television program that isn't Dungeon Crawler Crawler World or whatever.
No,
Dungeon Crawler World. But is filmed on the set of and in the action of Dungeon Crawler World.
Yes.
And this brings up so many things that I would love to see future television shows do. In that I would like for them to try and film a secondary TV show in the midst of filming another TV show and put them out separately.
They're going to need the invisible cameras.
This idea, it sparks so many ideas in me. Because now I'm like, oh my God, when we do our Dungeon Crawler Carl TTRPG show, I need to run a secondary show and have those characters just show up in the main show doing... And then they intersect. This is what... Wait. No, actually, I'm done.
God.
This is just Camping Fourth Critical Role.
Oh.
That's just what Camping Fourth Critical Role is doing. Sometimes the tables are together, sometimes they're not.
Yeah, but it's not that there's like a bigger show with smaller shows happening inside of it.
This is just a West Marches style television production.
Sure. I feel like having to try and like juggle like 7 different television shows in a dungeon would be rough.
Emerald says there are some gross things. There hasn't been that much violence or sex. He's talking about Night of the Seven Kingdoms. There has been the largest penis you will ever see in your life.
Spoilers.
I'm warning. It's a warning.
Oh my god.
It's not a plot spoiler, so I don't care. Gird your loins. Gird your fucking loins.
Oh my god.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms is incredible.
It's fantastic.
I genuinely cannot recommend it enough.
Yeah.
It is one of the best television shows of the decade.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I really love it.
Yeah. So they fight the lion. Carl rips its heart out with his hand, which is a rad way to end a fight. And Mordecai kind of explains the elites. We see the recap episode where we see Hecla and Lucia and their new visages. Hecla has become an Amazon, which makes sense. I thought
Shield Maiden.
I was a little disappointed she didn't get wings.
Oh.
I thought she was gonna come out like a true Valkyrie or like an angel class or something. But she's an Amazon. She's a big old lady. Unfortunately, she built her team post First Training Guild, and so her team of ladies aren't all together.
Yeah,
the ladies have been fucking dispersed.
Scattered to the winds.
Bullshit.
I know.
They're a team.
I know.
Keep the team together. You're gonna hurt her ratings. Everyone is tuning in to watch the hot, steamy lesbian drama, and you have dispersed the lesbians.
Yeah.
Which is probably for the best. Those circles get toxic real quick.
Yeah, but that's better than them all dying.
True.
Because they are separated.
Good ratings, though.
Oh my god.
Good ratings. Yeah. Lucia is importantly a child. This is gonna get weird because she's now a hot adult during the day. And then, like, the ultimate goth dommy mommy at night. And she has a goat leg.
Yeah.
But is specifically a child.
Yes.
And this is gonna get weird.
Probably.
Anytime anyone has the ability... I am gonna spoil something in Demon Slayer that isn't really a spoiler.
Okay, spoilers for Demon Slayer.
But I'm gonna spoil something in Demon Slayer. It's not...
3, 2, 1...
There is a female character in Demon Slayer who is specifically a child who is a demon that when they go feral demon, they become a fucking big titty 20-year-old hot woman. And it's real weird because she's like 12.
Yeah, okay.
It's real uncomfortable. And I trust Matt Dinniman enough to not make this too weird. But I am a little nervous.
Unless it's weird because of the commentary on it, right? Like,
yeah.
Like if he's like, "Hey, this is weird."
Like if the AI starts to try and push her to be sexier. That I do think that is what I look at anime. Look at the way children are sexualized in anime. You know what I mean? Fucking look at One Piece. I love One Piece so much. But fuck do I roll my eyes at a ton of shit that I'm like, she's how old? Why is she half naked? She's how old?
Yeah. Well, we did the Smash or Pass anime video at the cabin, and I swear to God, every third photo, I was like, child.
Yeah.
Child. That's a child. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
the lolicon shit's weird. So we get to chapter 8. Carl hears from Brandon, which I didn't realize until this moment. I was like, oh yeah, I kind of missed them. I really like the beginning of the book. I think for this book, it is better that they're separated.
Oh, for sure.
Particularly because the old people are taking fucking forever to choose classes.
Yeah. Which, like, fair, right? Some of them are like, no, I want to be human. But if they stay human, they are still old and vulnerable. They kind of have to pick. They have to change. And they're trying to, like, reason with these, like, older, sometimes senile people that they have to pick something so that they have a chance at surviving this place.
One of the things that I think might happen with this in particular is I can't remember her name, but the elderly woman who thought that Carl was her husband.
Oh, yeah.
If she's, like, a young, hot elf next time they meet, but she's, like, all up on Carl because he reminds her of her husband, There's something funny there.
Yeah.
There's something funny about her being like, second chance.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but they're probably very far away because it randomizes where you come out, so...
True.
We may not see them for a book or two, but I do think we will see them at some point.
I'm not going to lie. They said they're in a place the size of Arizona. Right?
Yeah.
So, we were just in Arizona.
Yeah, but it's only 8 days until the level collapses, right?
That's true.
But
if the next place gets smaller, I feel like within 2 or 3 levels, they're going to be the entire thing will be a city.
Yeah.
Which feels weird because there are bosses that are like the size of stadiums. Like, I feel like you don't really want to get smaller than the size of a state. If you're going to have bosses that are fucking like the Meadowlands fucking giant stadium just trolling around.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, Carl and Donut go outside and get knocked the fuck out.
Well, Mordecai is like, do not participate in the storyline. Do not participate in the show. It is bad. And so they're like, okay, we won't. And then
they promised they would meet, what's her face? Signet. They promised they'd meet her and help her with her quest. And Mordecai is like, no, don't do that. And they're like, all right, fine.
So they go to escape and they get knocked out. Signet casts Water Lily on Donut. So Donut is unconscious, and if you try and move her, she dies. Signet is like, you're going to help me, or Donut dies. And so Carl is like, fuck. And so Signet has Carl fight Heather. Now, I thought Heather was going to be a person. Mm-hmm. Heather is a bear that has been infested with worms from the tree of Grimaldi that is the big bad. And
the fungus vine.
So Carl leaves Mongo to protect Donut, and Carl goes and fights Heather the bear. This fight rocked.
So good. It uses that scratch ticket, which 50-50 chance of a big old fireball or custard that heals the person. And she scratches it off, and the custard hits Heather. And she heals from her wounds, but she also heals from the vine mold influence. Mm-hmm. And is basically like, kill me. Fucking, I need to die immediately right now.
And this is one of those times where I'm like, look, I understand the idea of killing people is abhorrent to people, but I don't think killing is always a moral wrong. No. And in this case, it was a moral right.
Yeah.
Carl did the right thing. Yeah. For a number of reasons. Donut was in danger. But
also this
bear is so grateful.
This bear is 200 fucking years old and is just over it. Like, fucking put me out of my misery. Like, I strongly believe in, like, medically assisted suicide. I think that, like, there is no reason to endure in this world just for the sake of enduring.
Yeah. Agreed.
When your existence is miserable. And so Carl kills her.
Everyone says, it's so weird to be watching a serious revenge drama and then a talking bear gets hit by a ball of custard. And it's a pivotal, emotional moment.
A bear on roller skates.
One of my favorite parts of the fight, too, is Carl's messaging Mordecai mid-fight. And he's like, there's a bear on roller skates and I've got to fight it. And Mordecai's like, really? Roller skates? Like the...
Really? Oh.
Like from Lloyd's roller rink in Calgary, Alberta, Canada?
No, that's closed.
I know, but it was my favorite place.
I know. I loved it too.
God, I miss Lloyd's.
But he's like, okay, is it a man bear or a lady bear? And he's like, it's a lady bear. And he's like, well, fuck, they're smarter. It's like, oh, okay.
That's true of all species, though.
Don't say that too loud.
What species are the women not as smart as the men? Name one.
I can't, but somebody...
That's my fucking point.
...is going to be very upset about that.
That's my fucking point.
Someone is going to...
Who's going to be upset? The guy that keeps calling me breeder and wants me to die of cancer? Great.
Probably, yes. Some of the most misogynistic men are gay, actually. There's a lot of really misogynistic
I agree with that.
people.
Because, like, if you don't like women at all, why wouldn't you be misogynistic?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, if you think that, like, women are, like, gross and also... Yeah, I get that. The hyper gay, I understand where that mentality comes from. I don't agree with it, and I think it's wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
But I do understand the root of that in their, like, need to believe that... I think that a lot of that is rooted in their sexuality having been a thing that society tried to suppress in them, and so their hyper reaction to that is to overswing in the other direction And that direction lies Nick Fuentes.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I mean, yeah, right? Like, it's the belief that I like men, therefore men are better, therefore women are bad. I can see how you fall down that rabbit hole in order to satiate yourself. This goes back to what we were talking about earlier with people who can't handle complicated media. It's about satiating yourself.
Yeah.
And justifying your worldview and your desires by being like, why would I be attracted to women? Men are better than women, therefore being gay is better than being straight.
Yeah. So a breeder, it comes from, like, there was this short film that was made where it was like our world if being gay was the norm and being straight was not. Which obviously, like, our society would not have progressed, I think, if we had less children. However, the term breeder is applied to people that are straight. Because all they are good for, and the reason that they have sex is to have kids, which is base and gross.
Which is funny.
Whatever.
It's especially funny for gay men to say that, because in my experience, in the gay community, a breeder is a top who hits it raw and comes inside of a bottom.
Yeah. So it means
like, if you cream pie a bottom, that's breeding them. So, like, it's one of those terms where, like, there's so many different slangs for it that it kind of doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I had never heard that one. I had only known the term from... It's a derogatory thing to call straight people?
Is it derogatory if straight people don't care? Like, if you're trying to be derogatory, but the person you're saying it to doesn't find it derogatory, is it derogatory?
I don't know.
It's such an interesting conversation, right? Because now, like, with the way that, like, gay people use the word faggot to describe each other...
Where this video is about to be shut the fuck down.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Caleb says it all the time, and Caleb, what's his name? He's so funny.
Oh, really? I don't know.
But, like, I call my friends that. You know what I mean? And it's so funny, because, like, the word used to be such a painful thing for me. And now I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
We're all fucking doing it.
Yeah.
It's just so, it's interesting where, like, but if someone said it to me, I still would think it's derogatory if they're not gay. It's just fascinating.
I love that Emwell Googled what species the female is not as smart, and it's meadow voles, and that's it.
Meadow voles?
That's it.
Are meadow voles smart enough for either of them? Like, there's a ton of species where I don't think either gender is smart enough to even measure it.
I don't know.
I
don't know how you measure that shit.
Dumb as fuck.
Oh my god. Dogs are very smart.
Dogs are insanely stupid.
Jesus Christ.
Looking at you with the
You're
big
right.
eyes.
Cats are smarter.
Cats are dangerous. Mm-hmm. Cats will kill you. Cats will eat your colon.
I mean, okay. Is there any other, like, carnivore that, like, wouldn't eat your colon?
Probably not.
Anyways, yeah, Fabu, I'm gonna steal that t-shirt idea. Carl kills Heather, puts her out of her misery.
Yeah. It's great. It's a great scene. It's really well done. It's sadder than you think it's going to be because she's a clown bear on roller skates. And Matt Dinniman just crushes the emotional ending to it. It lands in a spot where it feels justified. It allows Carl to not... The book does a lot to make Carl not the bad guy for participating in the game, which is kind of necessary to continuously make the game the bad guy.
Yeah.
It's really important that happens, because otherwise, like, if Carl were to become a murder hoper in this world, this book wouldn't be as fun.
Yeah.
Carl has to be scandalized by it. He has to be off-put by the situation.
Yeah.
Or else I don't think this works. And so this is another situation where, like, the book is written in a way that allows for Carl's heart to shine through. Mm-hmm. And I love the way that ends. The tattoos come to life, and it's fucking sick. They're sort of, like, they're two-dimensional. Nothing's one-dimensional, but they're two-dimensional. But they kind of, like, flow, and the tattoos literally look like tattoos in life. But Mordecai's like, no. If she can have that many tattoos, Carl, then she's got to be at least level 15 in that skill.
Yeah.
Those are powerful.
Yeah.
So, Carl takes the big top ticket, which he got from the clown earlier, And that allows him to go into the boss fight tent and not start the fight. Because he doesn't start the fight until he goes into the rings. Mm-hmm. And so Carl and the plan with the vine is the thing. The vine is more of a bush that has vines coming out of it. The plan with the vine is that he's going to poison the vine with his blood because it soaks up blood. That will kill it. This thing is a city boss. It's level 87. If he just kills it, he will fucking become level 50 probably. He'd be incredibly powerful, make the news, all of those things.
And then die.
But Carl doesn't think he'll survive this encounter.
Yeah.
So he comes up with a brilliant plan of poisoning it and then having his manager, his agent, call the people running this television show and be like, if you do not let me try some shit, I will fuck your show to hell. I will heal the plant.
Do you like your views and your ratings the way they are?
Your show will fail. This is hilarious.
I want to be a regular, and I will exclusively only take quests to deal with Revenge of the Daughter, or whatever the fuck it is.
Carl meets a city boss for the first time, and he wins through contract negotiation.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Febu, fuck off. I lost the game.
What game? I can't lose. I never play. And sure. So they agree to this, of course, because they don't want Carl, one of the biggest crawlers on the season, to ruin their television program. Who knows what happens if your television program is ruined? You might, like, fucking get eviscerated or evaporated or disintegrated.
Yeah.
This world is a nightmare. And so he agrees that he will have an exclusive contract to quests related to Vengeance of the Daughter on the 6th floor.
Hell yeah.
Which is the hunting grounds. Y'all ready to hunt some grounds?
Here's the thing. Look, she is powerful enough that if the writers, like, write her on Carl's side, it's a good thing. However, the writers don't give a fuck about Carl. They give a fuck about their story. And if Carl being the villain and, like, her turning against him makes for a good story, Carl is fucked.
I guess, but I think the, like, heroic love interest helping her get her revenge is a better storyline. Because her storyline comes with villains. So she's half Naiad, half elf. And the elves and the Naiads both want to kill her for that. Because they are racist. And so I think that having another villain is actually too messy. But a love interest who fights with you, that's hot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A Naiad, a cat, a velociraptor, and a human male fighting elves and Naiads together.
Oh my god.
Sounds like Baldur's Gate 4.
Yeah, that checks out.
Baldur's Gate 4 better have a hot cat companion.
Well, can't you druid into a cat?
No, I want like a tabaxi.
Oh.
I want like a Lae'zel, but a tabaxi.
Sure, yeah, fair enough.
God, am I a gooner?
Yes.
I'm not currently jerking off, so I don't think I am.
I love that you have both hands on camera as you say that. just so we're clear.
I'm wearing pants. So Jimmy says there's a Baldur's Gate 3 show coming, by the way. I don't know that it is a Baldur's Gate 3 show. It sounds like it is a Baldur's Gate show that treats Baldur's Gate 3 as if it was canon, but won't involve any of the characters from Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, is it really a Baldur's Gate 3 show?
So it's really just a D&D show set in Baldur's Gate where the post Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice. I'll be following that.
Well, and Bryce brings up the point that I think is important. But which ending of Baldur's Gate 3? The problem with making a sequel to Baldur's Gate 3 is that, like, you have to start episode 1 by explaining which choices the Tav made to set up what is going on in Baldur's Gate at the time. Yeah. Because, like, who is it about?
Yeah, don't know.
Is Gale... Oh, I don't want to spoil Baldur's Gate 3 endings. Never mind, I'm going to shut up. Erudite Gaming says you can't make a Baldur's Gate 3 show without Larian input. They absolutely can. Larian doesn't own that IP at all.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to, but...
And also, like, what would Larian's input be on a TV show? The whole, like, you can't do this without Larian doesn't make any sense to me, because Larian made an incredible game, and they're amazing, and I cannot wait for their new Divinity game. I'm so excited. Like, so excited. Yeah. I will support Larian forever. I think what we played of Divinity Original Sin 2 was fantastic. Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3 is one of my favorite games ever made. I'm I don't think that's hyperbolic to say. I genuinely believe it's one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah.
And I think that but the reality is, like, just because Larian made the video game, I don't know why their input would be valuable on a TV show. More cooks in a kitchen on a TV show is actually harder.
Yeah, it's true.
And they don't own the IP. They're not affiliated anymore. I feel like you just move on.
Mm-hmm.
Let television people make a D&D show in Baldur's Gate. It's going to have so little to do with Baldur's Gate 3. It's not... people are going to reference that the Mind Flayer attack happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Blue says, I do want to point out that Fallout just did a show that takes place after one of the games without actually picking an ending for that game. Yeah, I do think, though, that Fallout New Vegas came out like 15 years ago. And so Baldur's Gate 3, there's a recency thing that makes that harder.
Look, that show is not coming out for years. Linus, welcome back to the Nerds Radiant. Just played Gale's origin story for the cat.
Oh, yeah, that cute cat. You didn't get to Gale's cat.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Cat.
I really need to play that game.
You do.
I know, trust me. I think about it all the fucking time.
Carl uses Wisp Armor, which is a spell that allows him to be infected. Oh, God. I need a second. I'm so sorry.
Just gonna throw up some worms.
He eats the worm ice cream.
Yeah.
I said it.
No chewing necessary.
Fuck that. So hard. That audiobook moment was Hanus.
Yeah. So he's like linked to Grimaldi, but he can't be controlled by him while the spell is still active.
So he walks out to Signet. We skipped over the fact that they have a really cool fight to get in. Signet's tattoos are dope. We kind of skipped over
Oh,
it.
yeah, true.
That fight was sick.
It's a lot of carnage.
Yeah. That fight, I feel like Matt Dinniman's combat explanations are not descriptions. Improved in book 2. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think that he's become a better writer or anything. It was a year later. I think that he spent more time on them maybe or something. They just feel very evocative.
Yeah.
They're good in book 1.
Made me ill.
But I feel like he's upped it in book 2 in a way that is... It's nice to see the books kind of progress in that way, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so he goes out to Signet and forces Signet and Grimaldi to talk. And
Grimaldi talks through his throat with worms.
And it, like, rips his throat open. He starts, like, leaking blood.
Yeah, yeah.
This was really the most disgusting thing ever.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Like, at all.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
And so Carl gets Grimaldi to unbanish Signet so that Signet can go onto her storyline on floor 6 with Carl's help. And he, at the last second, downs the double healing potion, which makes him violently vomit up dead worms.
Yeah.
Ah! Okay, we got through it. I said all the words I didn't want to say.
Yeah.
I don't like worms, and I don't like vomit.
No.
And so this was just, like, 2 things. Like, you don't like spiders? I don't like worms.
Yeah, no, fair.
And so...
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyways, Carl runs back to Donut.
Yeah, because Donut's dying.
Donut is dying.
Mordecai's like, fuck, Donut's at 20%.
Run, bitch. And it looks like she was attacked. Her and Mongo were attacked by street urchins, which it was the janitor mob that were just trying to clean up the garbage that Carl left on top of Donut to protect her.
I couldn't... The street urchin thing happened, and I just pictured the cast of the Newsies musical.
Look at me, I'm the king of New York.
Just tap dancing while killing Donut.
Yeah. Fucking aerials and backflips and...
Just Jeremy Jordan
leading the charge. Santa Fe!
So her cockroach skill got activated for the first time, which is good. She needs to level that up, get it stronger.
Yeah, because she drops to 0 health.
Oh, God, no. Can we go back to the circus for a second? Because we didn't talk at all about Carl's memories.
Oh, yes.
Did you forget the book?
No, I was like, his memories, yeah.
So Carl walks in and he smells the circus. And despite the fact that this circus is so deeply, deeply disturbing and disgusting, he smells joy, the joy of the circus. And it takes him back, because that's what smells do. Mm-hmm. And we get this beautiful like, and tragic backstory about the time his mom ran away with him.
Yeah.
And
they ran away to the circus.
His dad came and found them and brought them back, and that was like kind of the worst scenario. Mm-hmm. And I was about to tell too personal a story of my life.
Oh, okay.
It's not about me. It's about my cousin, and so I don't think I can.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, there is a line.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It was just, it reminded me of something, of an event that happened in my family. Uh-huh. That worked out for the best for my cousin, but just really, really, I loved this. I loved. And the book, weirdly, has a line where it's like, this isn't what you're here for, or something like that. And I was like, no, I actually am.
No, I loved it. I forgot about it because I got distracted by the worms and shit. That was nasty.
A lot of worms.
But having this moment in the midst of all that and pulling it off was very impressive.
No, I really appreciated to see into Carl's like past a little bit more, and to see into the things that brought him joy, and the things, those kind of situations. Yeah. It really fleshed out the character, and I liked it a lot. I am excited to see that we're getting more of that as we're getting through these books. And I want to dive more into Carl's psyche. I want to dive more into what makes him tick. I want to dive more into these kind of sadnesses and these happinesses in his life. Yeah. Because he is a great fucking character, man. Oh, yeah. He's so good. Mm-hmm. So we save Donut. We fight off the street urchins.
Mongo's best boy and is leveling up.
And yeah, Carl is now level 18. And I love that he keeps getting levels. He's like, oh, Donut's going to be pissed. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, if I get too far ahead of her, she's going to be furious.
But he has another, memory moment of Bee and her mom. Yeah. Talking about how not to date a man who's smarter than you.
But then Bee's like, I know I keep fucking up. Like, Bee is already cheating on him at that point. Yeah. But she does love him?
Yeah, she's like, I do love him. And he's really easy to please, but I'm just a bad person. I just love
dick. And
I guess, yeah.
I gotta get more dick. Just be Polly. Guys, just be Polly. If you want to fuck people and be in a healthy relationship, communicate. Yeah. And do that.
You can solve your problems.
I highly recommend it. You have to be able to communicate with your partner, which most people aren't, unfortunately. It seems like that really struggles. Yeah. Communication seems hard for people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I have autism, and I'm able to communicate in a healthy way in my marriage. And so I don't really understand what neurotypical people are fucking up.
Right. I don't know.
If I can do it and you can't, you should go see a therapist.
The weird mind games are something I've literally never understood.
You should just go see a therapist in general. Yeah. But not an online, don't go to BetterHelp. I don't know if I trust that. Yeah. We have been offered, that might be the sponsorship we've been offered the most. Yeah. No, Temu's the one we've been offered the most.
Temu for sure.
Temu is the one we've been offered the most. BetterHelp's up there, but I just can't see my way into taking that sponsorship. No. It's not something I would use.
And therefore I'm not going to tell other people to. Yeah. 100%.
I just don't recommend it. Yeah. I definitely don't recommend Temu. That's just not good. But BetterHelp offers us a lot of money, and I'm just like,
why?
I just can't. I get why. We talk about mental health. We are the right kind of creators.
I don't know if
we're pro therapy. Shit. That's true. Yeah. This is why I could be a content creator. I'd be selling out to anyone. Dude, the AI ads we get offered are amazing. They're so funny, and they always offer us $100 to do an ad spot, which is literally not worth my time. And so, but then the way that the AI ones work is that they send you an email every day for 2 weeks, and every day the price just goes up a little bit. Yeah. But by the 6th email, you're like, well, let's see how high it goes. And sometimes it gets up to $1,500 for a 60-second spot on one video. Yeah. Which is a good rate. I would do that for something that isn't just a shitty AI. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. But yeah, we get a lot of offers. We just say no to everything. We only want to do stuff that we actually use.
Yeah. And that we like. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, Donut wakes up and they get to the medium-sized settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Donut gets the acute ear skill.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes.
And
some fang caps for Mongo. Let's go.
I love that we have a Velociraptor with a fucking grill.
They spark. The first time he did it, it scared himself so bad that he peed himself.
Yeah.
But now he's like,
I get it.
like all the time.
Yeah, Mongo is quickly becoming a nightmare.
I love him so much. Oh,
I love him, but I would be like, and okay, buddy, I'm tired. You're going in the carrier.
Yeah, for sure.
I need a break.
Yeah.
I'll bring you out in a minute, but Daddy needs 10 minutes, okay?
Who better to be a pet owner than a former pet, though,
and
you know? Donut gets it.
Carl, after exclaiming, "We're going to the medium city, so I can get some pants. Thank God." Immediately gets upgrade to his boxers so that he has to only wear his boxers because the AI is a pervert.
Yeah.
And is a problem. And so his boxers now fucking rock.
Oh, 100%.
Carl, if I was Carl, this wouldn't be as big a problem. Because running around in my boxers, whatever. I don't care. But Carl does.
Yeah.
And so this is unfortunate. But goddamn, the upgrade he gets to his boxers is pretty solid.
I know. Yeah, you gotta keep him at this point.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
But you want to live, right?
Yes.
But it's also like sort of like just like sexual harassment by a computer.
Yeah.
But you want to live, Carl.
They are not gonna break you, I believe.
They both get the 1 quadrillion achievement, a number that is too big.
Well, but they get fan boxes, which is really fun.
Yeah.
Because they can't open them right away because the fans have to vote on what goes in it, which is very cool. I love that.
And so we get to watch the recap. Some characters, there's some new characters on the recap because people are dying. And they meet Gum Gum, who's an orc, who's trying to give them a quest to find some sex workers who have gone missing.
Well, they're not missing. They keep finding bodies of people that they have no idea where they're coming from. Like, they're like, none of these are residents. Nobody knows who these people are. There are just dead bodies appearing in the streets.
Yeah. But Mordecai makes the interesting point of, like, you can't save them all, right? Which I think this really gets into what we were talking about earlier about the commentary that Matt Dinniman is making about our modern capitalist world through this book, which is that, like, you can't beat yourself up about every single person who falls through the cracks, because unless you are at the top, you just don't have the resources to save everyone. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you have to mitigate your internal pain to get by, and you can't focus on every single thing. Mm-hmm. And in this, it's easier to say that because it's like in 8 days these characters are all functionally dead for 2 years, right? Like
it's so weird.
They're created and they're real, but they're not real.
Well, and they won't have the memories anyway. Like, it's so odd.
It's really messed up.
Yeah.
But that you can't save them all is really the point, right? Of like you do need to try and be a good person to as many people as you can, but you also, like, you can't burn out on trying to save everybody and not actually end up helping anyone. Mm-hmm. And that is a tragedy. And I understand that that's a tragedy, but it is the reality. Mm-hmm. And coming to terms with that is hard, but I think that that's something that we are all going to have to kind of come to terms with as we head into this sort of like death spiral of capitalism, where we're all going to have to make very difficult choices to try and kind of protect what we can and help who we can, as sort of the system of debt that is, hitting its zenith starts to unwind. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very interesting. Emil says, I do love that Carl was offered the Sasquatch option with huge shiny feet. I'm glad he didn't take it. Yeah, I think it would have hurt his ratings. I think that, like, his face is too iconic, and if he got a bunch of fur, just would have been bad. The feet would have maybe made the AI happy, but I don't think it actually would have, because then he would just be 2 foot focused.
Right. It'd be more of a caricature.
Yeah, which you don't want to be a caricature. You want to be a character. And that's what Carl and Donut have been really good about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they get their first fan boxes. They spend the day grinding.
They shop. They get the magical pet carrier.
They kill off the dispenser, a little neighborhood boss.
And then they go to the Desperado Club.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a friend there they call him a pharmacist. He's a drug dealer. And
aren't all pharmacists drug dealers?
Yeah, it is the same thing. Yeah. They get a starter kit so that they can start doing alchemy.
Well, we find out that Mordecai is an incredible potions maker.
Yeah.
And so Carl's kind of like, when you live in my house, will you make me good shit?
Pretty much.
Mordecai does. What's interesting is that Mordecai does seem to be sort of naturally getting into that role. He does rob the babka by giving him a potion that knocks him out, which also breaks. That was a funny scene when the babka's like, fuck you, Donut.
Yeah, how dare you embarrass
Here's your fucking shitty oatmeal. I cannot believe you made me fawn over you with your high fucking charisma.
Yeah.
But yeah, Quint, I like Quint. Quint's cool. It's fun to learn about Mordecai's, like, life.
Yes. And then Quint also tells us about Lucia and her dogs are in town. And they, like, fucked up the club last night, murdered people, stole stuff, and, like, ran out.
Yeah. They fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Those dogs went crazy.
Yeah.
I am kind of sad about this because we're not going to be able to meet her in the Desperado Club now.
Not in the Desperado Club, but... I mean,
but she goes back into the overworld where she entered.
Yeah.
So, like, this was the opportunity for us to meet this character, and now she's not allowed in anymore.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
If they'd gone in last night,
they might be dead.
And that's the end of the week.
Yeah.
That's the reading.
That's it.
How are you feeling about it?
It's great. I love these books so much. Like, I was like, because we got back from our trip, and I was like, oh my god, we, don't have much time to get this done. But, God, these chapters fly by. This book flies by. I'm, like, so enamored with this world, even though it's disgusting. And I love Mongo so much. I just want a velociraptor pet.
Yeah.
That flies through the air and just, like, rips things apart.
Yeah, I don't want that. That sounds like a nightmare. I don't have the superpowers to deal with it. Carl and Donut do. But we don't heal.
Well, we could just get a cat, which is basically the same.
No, it would be more if we got like an iguana.
Oh, I mean, no, cats can leap 9 feet in the air and rip birds apart.
I know, but I'm deeply allergic and I would die. Do you not remember the part where I would die?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Where I would die.
You could do the allergy shots thing.
Could.
If we don't travel for 2 years.
Yeah, but I would die.
What?
Anyway, God, this book's off to a good start, man.
Worthwhile sacrifice. Yeah.
Just hold your breath when the cat is in the room. Yeah, that's how that works every day.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Where do you think this book is going? What do you think is... do you think... Okay, question for you. Do you think we get off floor 3 in this book?
Oh, man. It's only 8 days.
But we're halfway through and it's been 2 days.
I know, right?
Like, do you think that we skip a couple of days in here and go down, or... Because I have a feeling we will get to floor 4 at the end of the book. Like, that will be the finale.
Yeah, that would be my guess, but we are going to have to move along.
Or we could still be on floor 3 at the end of this book. The thing about it is that the best part of this book is that as good as it is, many of us consider it to be the worst Dungeon Crawler Carl book. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's because it's shorter.
I think it's just that they're all so great that it's like, well, if one of them has to be the worst, it's still like 0.5 worse, you know?
Yeah, and this does sort of feel like... the first book is so exciting because everything's new. This book does have a little bit of... the book has a little bit of being the end of the tutorial, right? Like, this book is still introducing elites and introducing the clubs, and, like, there's a lot of introducing pieces of the world. And so it does feel like we're cleaning up the tutorial so that the book one introduced us to the world. This one is making sure we understand all the important pieces of it. And then once we kind of get to the next thing, it is going to...
But there's going to be more tutorials and shit on floor like 6 and 9. Like, there are so many things in this dungeon that do need a tutorial in a way.
I don't think as much, though. Like, now that we know what an elite is, now that we know how to get into the club, now that we know how the gambling works, like, those things, there will be new things, but Carl and Donut, especially once they get their own house, this is going to start feeling a little bit more like their life, as opposed to everything being new. Yeah. And so this book does still have tutorial sort of feelings to it. Your first quest, your first this, as opposed to, like, getting into quests and, like, them being able to be a little bit more complicated because we don't have to explain what a quest is and how it works.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I kind of get that. I'm just having fun with it, man. I think the comedy's been great. The compensated anarchist joke genuinely, like, it tickled a deep, deep part of my body that not many comedies get deep into. Yeah. I thought that was so unbelievably funny. Yeah. I really, really liked it. But yeah, I don't know. It is what I wanted it to be as a sequel to the first book so far. So I have no complaints at the moment.
No, it's still pretty banging. Like yeah, I'm loving it. I'm so excited. I might honestly, like, just because it's not that long, I might, like, re-listen to the first half before we start like listening to the second half, because I do really, really, really enjoy it.
I'm not, because I have to start reading.
Oh, you have to do Percy Jackson. Yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely.
Because we have book club next Friday, and then I'm back on Monday after that with Percy Jackson.
And we have to read all of The Expanse.
Yeah.
Those books are.
That's why I want to get Percy Jackson done.
Yeah, fair. Okay. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I have to read 2.5 books in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot, but yeah, I'm having a blast. Thanks for a wonderful book club.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah.
I really, I love talking about this book with you all.
Yeah. We're glad to be back. We also, again, not traveling for a while, so we're going to be very consistent with our book clubs.
Yeah. 3 book clubs in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, which is very, very exciting.
I'm excited to start Titan's Curse.
We are also, we do also have a Nerdy Witty Book Club Instagram. Yeah. Where we throw up, like, clips and moments and things like that. So we also have started making some, like, funny, like, Dungeon Crawler Carl videos. So if you're on Instagram and you want to,
oh yeah, if you haven't seen the first Dungeon Crawler Carl short we made, it's my, like, first cosplay we've really done in a while.
Yeah. We plan on doing a lot more of those because we really like the series, and hopefully it'll help people find our book club.
Yeah. I'm excited to keep doing these books.
Yeah,
I love this series, man. It works for me.
So good.
If you like the video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me comments down below, because the algorithm goddess hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is Serena Signet. Yeah. Let's do high-low. Clarus, what was your high for this section of the book?
I loved the character creation.
Yeah.
I thought the whole process of it was great. Thought it was well handled. It was very funny. It was a lot of information without dragging down the book. Right? Like, how he juggled that was exceptional. I loved it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. What's your low?
Worms. Too gross. That was, like, nauseating. When they were crawling up from his bowels to his throat to force him to speak, I was like, Boy, howdy. Like, well written. Good work, Matt Dinniman, making it as awful as possible, but I felt that.
Yeah, I'm going to be the same. That was disgusting. What is your high?
The end of the Heather fight. I thought the way that ended crushed it.
Fair.
Like, I really thought it crushed it. Mm-hmm. It's so good. So well done. Yeah, if you want to follow us on the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at Clarus Polaris.
And, why not fuck the Naiad elf lady? You know what I mean? Like, Carl, smut corner time.
Well, she can't, like, she could kill you, but she has no, like, incentive to kill you, right?
No, but if you like, make her come, she has less incentive to kill you, because you might make her come on future floors.
That's what I mean.
You have to win women over with orgasms.
She is dangerous, but here's the thing. Do you think...
dangerous.
That really depends on Carl's skill as a lover.
She is part sea creature. Can you imagine how wet her pussy would get?
Is that how that works?
I don't know, but she's
feel like
a naiad. I feel like she's
is not a good lubricant.
A gusher.
Well, water is not a good lubricant.
Well, no, it would be her. What? No, she would make.
What does her being a sea creature have to do with?
It would just mean that she's more wet.
With water?
No, with fucking pussy juice.
Sure.
You ain't never had no pussy juice?
Yeah, I don't understand, but I don't understand what her being a sea creature has to do with it.
Because they're wet, Clarice. It's not complicated. It's a joke.
It'd be fish oil. Yeah, fish oil. There you go. She's a sea creature.
I mean, slippery.
Nerdy got so put off. He's like, wait a minute.
No, I didn't actually. That would be like slip and slide.
Oh my god.
That might be too wet.
Yeah, there is such thing.
No, there is.
Yeah.
There definitely is.
Yeah.
You gotta hit the right amount of wetness.
You need a bit of grip. Yeah.
You need some friction.
But I really do think it depends on Carl's like prowess as a lover. Because if he sleeps with her and is a disappointment, then she might just kill him out of spite. You know.
Only if the writers will let her do that. Which is why it's a little fucked up. Like, does she have... Wait, actually, we have to take all this back. Does she have enough free will to consent?
Probably not.
I know Smut Club is supposed to be just fun sex jokes, but
person.
like... But she is. She is an elite.
She's okay, so is she a person because she is not able to think or make decisions for herself?
Yeah.
And I don't mean that she is stopped from doing those things. I mean, she literally can't.
I don't think that she can't make decisions. I think that the lesser characters in her storyline can't make decisions, right?
It seems like she does whatever is best for the storyline, regardless.
But that's like saying, like, are actors people? And, like, I would argue no, but...
Oh, boy.
Do something to it, y'all.
Bye.
I'll see you for some Lorwyn Eclipse draft. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow.
And me maybe Sunday. Bye.